like the title says, if you watch the show BMF on Starz, this book is right for you. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, my name is Brianna and I make health, beauty, and lifestyle videos to inspire and motivate women like myself. Today I'm back with another book review, another book recommendation for y'all. Y'all see the title? If y'all are into the show BMF on Starz, I have the perfect book to recommend to you. This book is called Cash Money by Tigga. The link to it will be in the description box, of course. You can get it on Amazon. So first off, I'm going to give a brief summary of what the book is about. Then I will point out some of the themes that I picked up from the book, as well as my favorite quote from the book. And then lastly, I will give y'all my overall thoughts of the book. Cash Money is the story of two young brothers who live in Macon, Georgia, and they have, a lot of the typical trials and tribulations and struggles that many young Black men go through, growing up in the projects, growing up in impoverished neighborhoods, in the hood, if you will. It's basically like a kind of coming of age story, and you just get to follow them along the way of their journey, which is an interesting one. One of the themes that showed up really early in the book is the theme of mothers having resentment towards their sons, or mothers who have some type of substance addiction or substance issue. It's something that a lot of young men in the Black community have dealt with. Children in general, Black children in general, like you'll hear somebody that their mom will always be mad at them or be yelling at them or be upset with them, or treat them differently than other siblings because of who their dad is, or because they look so much like their dad. Another theme in this book is gang activity, which is common in these types of books. Also drugs, the drug game. Also women having relationships with underage boys, which is something that is not talked about enough. So I'm glad that he touched on this topic in this book, because it's like a double standard. With underage girls, people look at the men like, oh, you're disgusting, you're this, you're that. But when it's reversed, this is something that is overlooked because you don't hear about this as much. A lot of fathers will feel like their sons are doing something good if they're underage, but they're in a relationship with an older woman. That's the same amount of creepiness as it is if a man was doing it to a younger girl. And in this book, the underage relationship that one of the brothers had it affects one of the characters a lot. It affects their life in a major way. So I'm glad that he touched upon that and made it seen so you can know that that's not okay. But it's so common. It's so much more common than we may think. Honestly, especially the beginning part of this book, it really feels like you're having a conversation with somebody that one of your guy friends that is from the hood and grew up in the hood and went through struggles, and it feels like he's just telling you all the stories that happened to him when he was younger. Because I've talked to people and I've heard, just different random stories, and that's the type of feel that it has. As for the quote for this book, this one was really the only one that stuck out to me, because there wasn't really a lot of, some authors do a lot of metaphorical descriptions and things like that. There was not a lot of that. It's simple, it's to the point, which I appreciate and I like. But the quote that stuck out to me is, stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. And that's one that's common, that your grandma or somebody older than you probably have told you before. And it will come in handy, because you do have to expect the unexpected, and you always have to be ready, because you never know what is going to happen. Now I'll talk about how I felt about the book overall. As I said before, this book gives you the feel that somebody that you know or that you're friends with is literally just telling you different stories about their life. And I appreciate that about this book, because it's relatable to the audience that this book is targeting. So people will be able to understand, or if you're not a part of this world, or if you don't know about this, then it's something interesting for you to learn about, that so many people go through or, so many people have experienced in the Black community. Another thing that I really enjoyed about this book is the relationship between Cash or Cashmere and Money or Armani. I really enjoyed seeing their relationship because when you only have so much, the people that are around you, your family members, your brothers, your siblings, whatever, those are the closest people to you, and those are the people that know everything about you. Those are the people that have been through everything with you, and you really get to see that close-knit relationship between two brothers in this book. Like, even when, one of them was wrong or one of them did something to affect the other's life, they still stuck together and they still supported each other through everything, no matter what. And it's kind of one of those things where, there's one brother who's older, who's more mature, who has more of a head on his shoulders, and he's more leveled out than the other brother, so he has to balance him and try to give him some advice and try to get through to him as much as he can. And the younger brother is creating mayhem. I don't want to spoil anything. This is definitely something that I would call a coming of age story, because you see the brothers when they're at a certain point in their life and they're super young, they're still in school, they're still just learning, they're still learning so much, but they feel like, and this is common, they feel like they know everything. They feel like they know it all. They feel like they got it all figured out. They want to be grown. They're doing stuff that they don't have no business doing, but they're still young and they're still naive, and they have so much to learn. And then as you go through the novel and you go through the journey of their story, you see them develop in a type of way. You see them change. You see their mindset is completely different from where it was in the beginning, and they're at a completely different time in their life. And it's crazy how you see everything change from the beginning to the end. That was enjoyable about this book. The book does start off a little bit slow, but like I said, it's just like it's like them telling you stories about their lives, but everything does come back around in the end. Everything does have a purpose. Everything that you learn has a purpose. When you get to the end of this book, it's literally like the TV show. It's like BMF. It's like Power. It's like those adrenaline rushes that you get, and it's like the anxiety and everything is boiling down and everything is like pressure. That's the vibes towards the end of the book. I would say that if you are looking for a starter urban fiction book or hood book, that this is the perfect book for that, especially for a guy. If you're a guy and you're looking for a urban fiction book and you don't want to hear about all the romance and all of the sappiness and all of the, the female perspective, if you want to get a guy perspective, the explicit thoughts that everyday men have, that everyday Black men have, Black boys have, if you want to get that experience rather than a female's perspective, then this book is perfect for you. Like the title says, if you watch the show BMF on Starz, this book is right for you. It's the same themes. It's the same type of situation. There's two brothers, just like in BMF, and they go through their things and they have to argue back and forth sometimes, and they have to give each other advice sometimes. It's just like that. So if you would like the book version of BMF, then this is it. It has action towards the end. It has the drama all throughout the book. So it will be really relatable, or it'll be really entertaining for those who are looking for that type of feel. Like something that's just real, something that's just to the point, and you can learn some lessons. You can definitely learn some lessons from this book and these characters, because it's like a cautionary tale. And then the icing on the cake is there's gonna be another, because it leaves off on a cliffhanger. Not gonna spoil it for y'all, but you can tell that there is going to be more, and it's leaving you wanting more. Don't forget, the link to this book will be in the description box for you to purchase. We want to support Black authors out here, so please support a Black author. And thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and let me know if you will be getting this book in the comments down below. Thank you so much, and I will see y'all in the next video.